pretty close to Falcons. Odd teams out are going to be the Expendables. Oh, Falcons, that was a bit too close to T1, and that's going to be EN getting knocked on a kickstart.
Well, this was Falcons territory originally. A drive by H1 is good. Takes down EN, raining there to trade though. And now T1 starting to bring in the reinforcements. Raining gets the headshot. Tiggleton repeaks, and Tribsy gonna follow up and help out. Type down 2.
Oh, this was feeling good on one side of it with T1, and suddenly it's just a neck and neck between the two of them. It is a 1v1 up on the top. Shrimzy has shifted down to the lower area. Feels like Heather might already have a read on it. Gonna be using the car for cover, but Shrimzy is too good.
Ooh, this is brutal for T1, and this is why I was talking about the Falcons wanting to make earlier rotations, because they're a step ahead of T1 here.
And there was no quit on him. Falcons, though, with E-Arena eliminated, they have left the compound. That's going to give them some bit more space to work with in the south, but also really opens up the north a lot more for T1. Is okay, Falcons got goals, goes a bit too low, I think.
Yeah, that just impacted on the surface. More grenades not making their way deep enough. Sungjong, though, with those blue zones in trouble. Park Bro's position revealed, and a great play around the tree, but not going to last for too much longer. It is going to be Sungjong going down there from that blue zone grenade. So now Falcons T1 in a somewhat even battle, but the Falcons are probably going to have an extra member looking for the grenade. They know there was a knock over there, and Shrimzy and H1 trying to figure out exactly, or excuse me, just H1 trying to figure out where it was. Shrimzy rezzed. Raining though, now going to let loose with some smokes. He's got it. Oh, what an angle for Tiggleton.
I think that was a blue zone nade to see if they can get him off the tower. I didn't know for certain, but Tiggleton
right.
Holding on to that one. Let's see. He's just got his back up against the blue zone. Now here come the return nades. Bounces really close to him, but not enough to finish off anything yet. Falcons, 8 kills, start their roam over into the west, but it is going to be T1 that does manage to get one of their members back up. Ian goes down. Shrimzy leading the path over here on this western side. Now it's just 2 members up for T1, but a lot of smokes going for peeking around the side of it. Raining takes a lot more damage. Falcons now firmly in control of tempo. It's going to be Raining that goes down, and Falcons fly into a victory.
Yeah, this is just really solid play from the Falcons. Obviously, the early rotations to take those compounds are very pivotal in that situation.
VP, they're like, okay, we got this, we can do this, and they continued rolling. Having Luca as an anchor player on that side, kind of sacrificing him for the information to have that side stat that he was able to have on today's trip was huge. They were able to run up, he got a knock or 2, and then obviously being able to rely on some of the healing.
BB team, again, showing up late.
Okay. H1 there has an AWM and a machine gun. I love it. Tiggleton gets a knock onto Phil first. Falcons on the push.
Nades coming out, running right into them. Falcons, no fear, going to roll down the hillside, get some damage, but don't get the knocks that they really wanted out of it. How much more are they going to continue to push up? New Nade's going to force a doozy way away from that one. DK actually hears this. Looks like they're kind of starting to make their way down. Looks like they spotted that nade. Could be good, and H1 gets the knock onto 2. Now, best of luck, all by his lonesome, and Falcons continue their hunt. DK has realized this is where all the points can be had. They sent Quizzy all the way across, but Haruza gets spotted out.
H1 found a great shot, but immediately got knocked by Besto up on the hill. He's dealt with Quizzy, lighten up Shrimzy a bit. Might have just found enough of a cover spot behind this rock, but Spyro starting to push up behind, starting to keep himself a little bit hidden behind this hill. Shrimzy gets the heels off, backing off to the safety of his other teammates, and they're hitting shots onto Quizzy again. One more, I'll take it down, but Spyro strikes!
Okay, now down to a 2v2. It's going to be Quizzy that runs over. It's looking like he's trying to get the res onto Hiruzen. It's all onto Spyro. He has to hold this fight to give time for his teammates to get res. Tiggleton looks like he's got the same idea on the opposing side of it. Peeks between the two. Kickstart on one side, Spyro on the other. Spyro gets the better of it, so that's going to give the time for GK to reset. Now, it's all going to be on the res for Shrimzy. Does he get it? Yes, he does.
That's huge. That's huge for the Falcons. It's going to give them a better fighting chance here, but Tiggleton immediately taking a headshot as he's peeking up and over. Spyro wants the point. Looking for Shrimzy. Gets another headshot. Not sure if that was him or one of his teammates. Now, it's trying for the end here for Geekay. Trying to box him in. Tiggleton's on the ground, and it's over. Geekay's got the win.